welcome everyone to our very special Christmas episode. Obviously it's Bonnie Barnes podcast, and we are doing Bonnie's favorite things. So two of my favorite things are sitting right across from me on the Zoom. I have my executive assistant Lauren in a very bright sweatshirt. I'm going, what? Are you directing traffic? Are you at the kids' school? It's different. And then
Thank you.
yeah. And then I have my BFF Trisha here with us.
Hey y'all.
I have to say, that's a great color on you.
Thank you. It's my favorite color.
Robin's egg blue.
Powder baby sky blue.
It's like I'm looking up at you and I'm going, good color. The beautiful makeup. And I'm looking at Lauren. I'm going, ow. Ouch, my eyes. But I see what you're trying to do.
Don't be dramatic.
Tennis. You're kind of doing a tennis. Is anyone watching, really quickly, The Real Housewives of Miami? There's two lesbians on it. Martina, something. She's a tennis player. And I thought, maybe Lauren would get into that. Maybe that'd be something that she would like. We could converge worlds a little bit. Maybe not.
What, playing tennis?
Well, maybe you could start watching my show with me, because then you go, hey, I see myself, in popular culture. So I'm going to join in. Anyway, this episode is titled Bonnie's Favorite Things. I don't know if anyone listening is familiar with Oprah. I know that we have a young audience, like young, cool girls really listen to this show. So I'm thinking maybe they're not familiar with the Oprah Winfrey show, but she would do her favorite things every year. She'd do a list of her favorite items. So I thought, what better way to get into the spirit than to have these two young ladies on and myself, and we tell you our favorite things for 2022 holiday season. So should I just start, or?
Sure.
Why not?
Do you have any holiday play? I know you're going to some ski chalet, right?
Mm-hmm. Me and Alexis are going to her family's ski resort. Well, not her ski resort, but her house.
Right. She doesn't own it.
Yeah.
Because
right.
That would be, that'd be double trouble shock, because, what she looks like. Now, you don't ski, and she does. She like snowboards down the hill. And what are you going to do?
I'm going to learn. I'm going to do my best.
So you're going to be dead weight. What are you doing, Trisha?
Well, I've been planning a little trip to Disney for the family.
Fun.
I think it'll be fun. Disney World in Orlando.
Yeah.
It's sort of right now we're kind of hitting some.
So the 5 of y'all are going. So you, your husband Jerry, Abby, Zoe, Blake. 5.
No.
Can you? Can't afford it. That's expensive to do Disney at the holidays for 5.
Well, it's not really that much of an issue for us. We're very blessed in that way. However, Jerry is backing out, as Jerry does. He's got trial, so he's not going to be able to make it. He can't swing it this time, he said.
He can't swing it. That's no pun intended, because he's supposed to go to Phoenix with John in 7 days for a golf outing. So that's weird. Because if he's on trial.
That's part of work-life balance, I
guess. Yeah, I guess.
That's something we'll discuss.
Sure.
Let's see. And Zoe.
Yeah.
I've been telling you, Zoe's got this new boyfriend. She's real keen on him.
Wow.
And they promised his aunt that they would house sit for her.
Okay.
She's not going to be able to come with us.
So is that an overnight? Not overnight.
Well, we haven't discussed the details, but she knows how I feel about that kind of thing. I don't think. No. She can't stay overnight. She's 15. She can't be staying overnight in a house on the river with her boyfriend. She knows better than that.
Okay. Well, let's make sure she knows better than that, because that's. Do you want?
Know what? I trust her.
Okay.
I trust you to give me a reason not to.
All right. Well, I have something to talk about.
I like that, Trish.
I do have something to talk about off air. Something I heard about Zoe. Are we talking about Zoe? 15? Mm-hmm. Well, you don't want to know. Rhymes with crammed larynx lud, so but we'll talk about it off air. So okay, so Zoe's out because she's gonna live with her boyfriend for a week at the holidays without her family and without his family. What
But
about
she has
Abby?
a previous obligation when we talked about, she said, Mama, I made a commitment and I'm sticking to it the way you taught me. And I said, I am so proud of you for sticking to your commitments, because that's something we've talked about with New Year's resolutions.
Well,
So,
Lauren could take a note from that, honestly. Maybe Lauren's gonna have to go to Aunt Trisha's boot camp start of the year. So all right, so you have Jerry out and you have Zoe out. So it's gonna be you, Blake, and Abby then.
well, Abby opted out. She said she's not going because she doesn't want to go. That's what she said.
Well, she set a boundary. She said Mom's gonna be on Xanax and being like, "Where's the wine?" And
She's getting to that age where she feels like she's outgrown the whole magic of Disney, and it's not her thing anymore. She'd rather go to a hardcore show.
So I saw her at the chiller. I was taking Caleb to the chiller, and she said, Miss Bonnie, did my mama tell you what happened with the elf on the shelf? I said, I don't want to know. I don't want to be an accomplice.
Well, I'm not surprised she brought that up to you, because she's always talking behind my back. But
Right.
What happened?
well, we had a little hiccup with the elf.
Okay. Do you think whatever this hiccup is, maybe why she doesn't want to go to Disney? Maybe she's not comfortable. Maybe she didn't feel safe in the room or without having a door she can lock.
Well, I know it's why I don't particularly want to carry on with the trip anymore.
Hey,
Which child are we talking about?
We're talking about Blake.
Oh.
now, like I said, we were in public, so I said, please don't tell me what happened with the elf. I don't want to know. But now that it's just the three of us having girl talk, it's not going. What happened?
Well, it's a fun thing, the elf on the shelf. It's a tradition in our family. We pose the elf doing little
The splits.
Yes, yeah, doing the splits, or like, sitting on the toilet, something like that. And Blake has started to like really hate the elf.
Okay.
Every time we pose the elf, we posed it on her nightstand, like drawing something, and Blake wakes up and she's just seething. She's like,
Okay.
I don't want a room.
Right.
What does she say?
She says she doesn't want it in her room.
Okay. Now, why would that be?
I don't know if she thinks, she started to believe the elf has some kind of spirit in it, or
Well, that's the whole point, honey. That's the whole point.
trickery. She doesn't like the trickery of the elf, and she doesn't like getting one pulled over on her. She doesn't like the surprise of the elf.
She's like, come correct, bitch.
Yeah, she doesn't like people sneaking up behind her, and that's sort of her thing she likes to do. So,
cut to the chase. What'd you do to it?
She tied a shoelace around its neck. And she,
Oh no.
I'm gonna end it.
Okay.
Oh God.
Finish him. That's what she said.
I walked in, she had her Doc Martin was all unlaced, and she's tying this black shoelace, and she's just shaking.
So what'd you say?
It around its neck.
All right.
I said, Blakey, it's just a toy.
Now, next time this happens, you know what I want you to do? I want you to have the awareness to say, this is above my pay grade. I'm going to go get my husband. And I'm going to have him come in here, maybe with a belt, and say, no more of this. It's enough.
I don't know
Who I'm going to get is your husband, because she responds really well to John, to be honest.
John will say, you want to spend the night in the attic?
She thinks that he's hilarious. She cracks up at him.
Well,
they have
she's the only one.
Little friendship. I can't quite understand what they see in each other.
Well, hey, party of one, thinking John's funny, but he'll love.
So are you and Blake going to Disney World then?
You can't.
I don't want to spend that much time alone with Blake. I'm a little concerned about her state around the holidays. I feel like she's really been pushed to the brink with everything going on, and I don't want to see what happens on a plane with Blake.
No. No.
But what I'm thinking could be cool and kind of awesome is if maybe I get my good girls to come with me.
Now, this is the thing. I would, but I can't legally, my daddy does like some government work. I can't legally fly with someone on the no-fly list. And I'm pretty sure after what happened in Fort Lauderdale Lake, she's on no-fly, terrorist list. Domestic, obviously, terrorist. She's white. But I mean, that would land me in some hot water with the family. So I don't think that's gonna work.
Well, I think I'd pay for your tickets for both of you.
Well, obviously, we're not paying for our own tickets.
We get the fast passes. We get right up to the front. We can get those big old turkey legs they have at Disney. Get a little picture. Bonnie, Lauren, and Trisha say it's BLT out here.
Cute. I never even thought of that.
How cute is that?
You know what ride I like at Disney? I like the rock and roller coaster because I love Steven Tyler.
Who doesn't?
When they're like, walk this way. Lauren might like Steven Tyler because he kind of looks like a woman.
Nowadays, for sure.
Hey, but that's cool. That's all good.
Androgynous.
I want to tell you formally, neither of us are going to be able to do that. So if you're choosing to go with Blake, you're that's your funeral, literally. And I don't.
Sorry, Trish. I wish I could, but I already have plans.
I say maybe you can it. And let's can this subject because it takes my brain to a place I don't like. I want to get back to the spirit of the season, which is gifts and stuff. And we're going to do a little round robin. I had the girls bring their special gifts that they're giving to people this year. I know they're luxury and it's going to be fun. So I'm going to start. I'm giving Trisha's 3 girls these cute Golden Goose sneakers. And I would give them to any girl in my life. I might give a pair to Alexis because I think she'd like them. They're fun. They're like sparkly, dirty, kind of like someone ran over them with a car or a bike, which is fun. It's like, oh, I'll wear whatever I want, But they kind of like make them look like little Bratz dolls, which I love, like the big feet and the tiny little legs. Did either of you ever play with a Bratz doll or anything?
No.
Well, you're 105. You were playing with like, wooden dolls made out of
Lincoln Logs.
Yeah.
I really wanted a G.I. Joe, but my mom would only let me play with the boy Bratz dolls.
What's the difference?
Yeah, it was fine.
What did you do with Tony or whatever you want to call him?
Make them talk to each other.
Mm-hmm. What would you say?
I was a kid.
Yeah, what would you say? Do you remember?
No, I don't remember.
I remember I used to line my dolls up and based on how beautiful they were, and I would explain to them, you have better facial bone structure, not so overweight, blah blah blah. That's mine. Golden Goose sneakers, and they're super reasonable, like $657 or $700. Easy to buy 3 or 4.
They're beat up.
Yeah, but they're supposed to be beat up. They're supposed to be like, I buy dirty shoes because, well, not grunge. I think it's more like an all-girls school. Like, if you see someone else in the sneakers, you're like, hey, I see you.
Finger guns.
Yeah. Who wants to go next? I can't wait. I don't know what the girls have brought, so I'm super excited.
I'll go.
Great.
All right. So one of my favorite thing for this year is Pooh Air tea cakes. They're really good for, tea cakes. Like they're in these little packages and they're really easy to transport and you just plop them in your water and you boil the water. And Pooh Air is really good for digestion.
Please don't say that again.
Pooh Air? You can't be saying that.
Please stop.
Guys, it's not what you think.
That's what you brought? Something you could get at
It's tea from China.
Ralph's in the exotic food section?
It's PU, not.
I asked you not to say it again, please.
All right.
Wow.
Well, that's fine.
Okay.
How much is that?
I don't know, like $14 maybe for
one
a container. Not for one cake. You get like a bunch of them.
How many cakes do you need to
Yeah.
clean out?
Maybe like one.
Lauren, this is
One
disgusting.
glass.
I want to move on. This is not a luxury item. Okay, Trisha, please.
I think you both would like it, so I'm gonna get you some.
All right.
Well, I have mine right here, and this is something I've been obsessed with since I was a little girl, and they are these little Christmas snow globes, and I love them. I did not realize that we were doing Lux gifts.
Oh, for God's sake.
This is sparkly, and it's Lux to me, and it says, it's supposed to say peace, but there's a
It
present
says
on
piss or
that says pace.
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 Piss, pace. Okay.
Cute.
So cute. Love them.
Yeah.
It's like a little world. I wish I could live inside of one.
So far we have poop, tea, and a piss.
Come on.
A snow globe says piss on it. So, all right, off to the races. I guess I will bring it back
And
around.
dirty sneakers.
Yeah, well, I think, Jesus Christ, I think that it would be a great gift to do like a trip to Paris with friends, like stay, at the Ritz in Paris for like 7 days. I think that's something that's more fun with girlfriends. We know Lauren thinks more fun with your girlfriend Trisha. She's like, no boys allowed. No,
Sure.
Girls only.
girls
Girls gone
only.
wild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Gosh, okay, keep it appropriate. Yeah, I think that something like that, you could do spa treatments, you could, stay up all night, telling your deepest, darkest secrets. And when you get out of Dodge and you get in a new environment that's glamorous and exciting, you just get a breath of fresh air. And it's like for three, it's probably like $17,000-$18,000, go for a long weekend. So that's my next one.
We should plan a trip.
Who?
Us three.
I would consider it maybe if Alexis came, because then her and I could kind of go off to our own thing.
I'll ask
Okay.
her.
All right. So now that
My
you've
turn.
heard, all right.
Were you
Go
gonna
for
say
it.
something?
Well, I'll just say now that you heard my first two, maybe edit where need be on the
Mine
fly.
are
Okay.
not looking the same as either of y'all's. But
Okay. All right.
Well, my second one is just anything handmade. I feel like handmade gifts just mean a lot more than if you just go out and buy something. So I've been really into knitting.
Are you talking about like a pair of shoes? What?
No, like a scarf. Like I knitted my mom a scarf. Took me a little while, but like I had to learn, and I think like the time that I put into it, she'll really appreciate. So I think
No.
like
You know what she'll really do? The second you leave, she'll look at your dad and go, Jesus Christ, a scarf? She's 30 goddamn years old. I think it's going to be a different reaction. She might be nice to your face, which is probably where everything went left. Because, obviously they were honest with you. So, okay. So your second item was anything handmade.
yeah, like cookies even, or you go to Joann's, get some yarn, and knit a scarf.
That's
That
not a gift.
Yes, it is.
Trish, how would you feel if Lauren said, hey, Trisha, here for Christmas, I'm going to give you this scarf. It looks like crap. I made it myself. You're never going to wear it. You're going to put it back in the closet.
you know what? Just the thought of her taking the time with her little hands to needle and thread something together for me, I think that's the sweetest thing I've ever heard. Would I wear it? I'm not sure.
Well, now you guys are all buddy because you went Christmas shopping without me and kept sending me, getting drunk, sending me pictures. I'm like, why are you so obsessed with me? Talk amongst yourselves.
So fun.
So much fun.
Okay.
We went to a flea market, but it was like a upscale flea market, sort of like stuff Lauren really likes, all the handmade stuff.
Crap.
And
Yeah.
A bunch of small businesses.
Small business owners, they've got a butterfly in a case, and it's frozen, and it's $300, and I don't really get it, but
Sounds
they seem to
hygienic.
they make it work somehow. And I looked at Laura and I said, are they killing these butterflies? Are they real butterflies? And they put it in a case and stage it?
I told her I think they have like a farm, and she thought maybe they found them.
A death camp?
I'm like, how
No.
are you finding all these moths and butterflies?
Ugh.
And then they, flatten them
Right.
and put them in glass.
Wow.
So I got a couple for Blakey for Christmas. Try to, get on her good list. And
You know what? I'd rather see a butterfly in a case than, a dead mouse in a Tupperware container, which is what I usually find in a room. So, hey, that'd be a step up. Would you like to say your gift? Is that it? The dead bugs and the...
Well, I didn't realize the favorite things connection. So I just thought my favorite things. So
Okay, that wasn't it at all.
Yeah.
Gift ideas.
Well, this one's kind of an oddball, we'll call it, but you could gift it. Is the chocolate cake from Cracker Barrel. And that is one of my favorite things of all time. And what they do is they melt it in the microwave.
The Coca-Cola cake?
No, not the Coca-Cola cake. It's a chocolate sheet cake, and they take a Hershey bar and they slap it on top and they melt it over the cake. And it is decadent. And it's one of my favorite things from childhood and growing up. And
you're just saying things you like.
That's what I had written down, but I can alter it for sure.
I think that's probably too much to ask. My third thing was Maserati Ghibli. It's a new sedan. It's a smoky gray sedan. I thought you could put a beautiful bow on it, and and thought, well, I'll get that for Lauren. She garbage it up with fast food wrappers and garbage and deodorant sticks. And then I thought, oh, maybe I'd get that for Trisha. She's had a hard time with her daughters. And then I thought, well, just crash it. Just get a DUI and crash it.
So, I can't drive a stick.
I don't think you're allowed to actually drive any vehicle. Isn't that right?
It's not right.
That's why you always have a cab in front of your house. An old cab. She befriended someone, and now they take her everywhere she needs to go. Wow.
Maybe she just prefers it.
Maybe I like the conversation with someone who's a little different from my neck of the woods.
Well, maybe, I try to I open up. I say, I can't. Maybe if you talk louder, I'll be able to. Nothing works. I don't know what he's saying, so I don't like riding in that car.
All right, my turn. I have my favorite one now. Were you done, Bonnie?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. This I have right here. It's called fish plant food. This is the greatest thing I learned about this year, because you put 1 tablespoon to 1 gallon of water and you mix it all together. You add it to your plants, I think once every 3 weeks. And it's done wonders for my plants. And I think everyone should be using this. It's great. I will say it's very stinky. It smells really bad. So I wouldn't use it on like your indoor plants. Maybe leave it for the outdoor plants.
You. Okay. All right. Trisha, do you want to follow that aquatic adventure?
I think that I'm gonna skip to. I have a lot of things on my list, but I think this one applies to both my favorite things and a great gift.
Okay.
And it's something I've been getting into around the house. We're sort of redecorating a little bit, trying to be a little more avant-garde with it. And something I really like is pinup art for the house.
Pornography, or you're hanging porn around the house?
Bonnie.
I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. Like a drawing of Betty Boop.
It's cute. It's like Betty Boop, or like just the old like World War II girls that putting up their dukes, kind of posing.
Where are you hanging this?
All over. In the kitchen, in the basement, the bathrooms. It's the new theme of 2023 in our house.
So my guess is you went to Cracker Barrel 2 nights ago and had the cake, saw the pinup posters, and just, I don't know, got a thought that's it. Like, that's all I'm going to bring to the show, to Bonnie's luxury gift exchange. Oh, I love the cake at Cracker Barrel. Oh, I love these, probably abused women. Of course, I've had the cake, Trisha.
I would love to try it. Sounds good.
So good. It's sinful.
I am leaving this so much more depressed than I was before I got on the air. I went and had drinks with Nancy last night, and that's actually, so when you have drinks, then you have the come down the next day where you're like, let me hide the gun. But that's where I found out about the rumor about Z. Nancy's like, it's all over town, basically.
What are you talking about?
Zoe?
Yeah, the rumor about the place, the special place for girls.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Lauren knows what I'm talking about. Don't you?
I don't.
Oh, stop. Don't you pick it outside of it all the time?
What are you talking about?
Basically, I had dinner with Nancy last night, and she told me that the Skull is really getting tired of finding Zoe in the bathrooms. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say, and then we can talk off air, But she's like, Monty, like, Trisha's cool, Is she there? Is she,
You tell Nancy that I will pray for her.
Okay.
And I've never really cared for her kind of, two-faced behavior when it comes.
Oh, wow. That's
girls.
a statement. That's a statement.
To be honest, it's like, we got this party we're going to, and it's Nancy's throwing the party. And, ever since she beat me out for the Christmas Eve party, she thinks that she can run her mouth all over town about me, the girls, Jerry. I don't care for her.
Unfortunately, her party was considerably better. She also told me her daughter Chelsea said Zoe just like brings a flask to school and just is drinking out of it. But Zoe's like, oh, it's water. But it's just like wasted by the end of the day.
It's her water bottle. She puts water in there, and it's nice and small, so she can fit it in her bag.
It says Cabo Wabo on it. No, we do have, a gorgeous Christmas Eve party that Nancy's throwing this year. She still is welcoming you and the girls into the house, but it is fun. I mean, it's like she has the 4-wheelers going. They have a bonfire. They have a bartender. They have a dance floor. And Trisha always ends up spinning on her head. Her skirt's flying over her head.
Nancy, she just doesn't know how to get a party going. It's like, if you and I didn't show up, it's like, would anyone even dance?
No, they wouldn't dance. They, it's like, you can dance if you want to. You can leave your friend behind. Because if your friends don't dance, they don't dance. But we just bring the heat. And that's why ultimately, do I disagree with a lot of Trisha's, parenting choices? Yes, but we tend to see eye to eye when it comes to the whooping it up.
Absolutely.
Lauren, we were going to ask you if you wanted to come with us, but Nancy was like, I don't have room for one more body.
Are you sure? I'm sure it's fine. I'd love to go.
Like Nancy.
Well, but Nancy did invite Alexis, and I think Alexis is coming. And I said, well, then we gotta have Lauren. That's her friend. That's her roommate.
Nancy doesn't even know Alexis.
Well, I sent her Alexis's Instagram last night at dinner, and she was all Twitter about her. So she invited her to the party. I said, well, we gotta have her roommate, my executive assistant Lauren. She was like, no, fine. She's afraid the fire department's gonna come.
I say let's crash it. Let's bring one and crash it.
Yeah, that's what I say. Is it Nancy who doesn't want me to come, or is it you, Bonnie?
Well, considering you both crashed this, what was supposed to be a cheerful, jolly podcast about luxury items and communicate to the audience how, sophisticated we are, and you brought piss and something. Lauren, I honestly blacked out. I didn't listen to the rest because I just knew where I was going.
Fish, plant, food.
Okay. I want to thank you girls for coming on here today. I know you both have a lot going on, so I appreciate your time and energy. I guess.
Well, Bonnie, that was nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I do need to talk to you, both of you, separately. So you about Planned Parenthood, you about your attitude, and just the complete joke that this was.
That's an X.
Okay.
Put that out, please.
Merry Christmas, I guess.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Lauren, not say it nicer,
What?
please. One time
Merry
with some cheer.
Happy holidays.
Holidays.
All right.